Hi, this is Tor from TC Electronic here at DV East London, and I'm here to show you the brand new Hall of Fame reverb pedal. And TC are known for making some of the very best reverbs in the world. Our reverbs are used on high-end studios, movies and everything, and of course also some of the greatest guitar players in the world. So Hall of Fame is extremely easy to use. You have a decay knob that selects how long the reverb should ring. You have a tone knob that allows you to dial it in so that it matches your guitar and doesn't get all cluttered and overpowered. Then we have an effects level knob that allows you to determine how much of the reverb you want. And then we have a toggle selector that lets you select between 11 different reverb sounds. So let's just go through the different reverb types. An important point is that we dial in Hall of Fame reverb so that if you set everything at 12 o'clock and just select the different reverb types, you'll get a very good starting point. So let's just hear the different reverbs with the 12 o'clock settings. First up, we have a room reverb that just adds a little bit of ambience to the sound without getting totally overboard. And of course, I can make it a little darker if I find that it's too much. Maybe add a bit of overdrive. So that's the room reverb. Next up is the hall, which is a very realistic sounding, quite large room. So you notice that the tail is really nice and lush sounding. It doesn't get harsh or digital in any way. Next up is the spring. And of course the spring recreates the classic sounds of spring tags that you'll find in old amps. And it has this characteristic sponginess to it. So that's the spring reverb. Next up we have the plate. And the plate is another classic reverb known from a lot of studio recordings. And it adds a little bit of shimmer to the sound that's great for chording and for finger picking stuff. You'll hear it vibrating in the background. Next up we have the church. I'll just go a little bit crazy with that one and crank everything up a bit. So the church is a huge reverb, and that's great for ambient time playing. A lot of bands like Sigur Rós and bands like that are using actually TC reverbs and very, very large cathedral and church sounds. So a huge, huge reverb. So next up we have the modulated reverb, and that adds tri-chorus to the reverb tail only. So my dry guitar sound is still the same, it's only the reverb tail that gets modulated. So let's see how that sounds. So you'll notice the swimming nature that's really beautiful for fingerpicking stuff. Next up we have the lo-fi reverb, and the lo-fi reverb recreates some of the very first reverb pedals you can get, and it's not a pretty sound again, it's something that's definitely has its own type of sound and effect. Next up is the tile, and the tile simulates a very small room with tiles, so basically a bathroom type sound. Then we have the ambience, and the ambience almost isn't reverb, it's just add a little bit of openness and 3D coloration to your sound. So here's the dry sound without any kind of reverb or ambience on. And now with the ambience. So it's really the kind of thing that you don't really notice it's on, but you miss it if it's not there. It just adds a little liveliness to your sound, really. Next up is the gate, and the gate reverb basically shuts down the reverb as soon as I stop playing. So as long as I'm playing, you can have a ton of reverb, but it'll die out immediately the moment I stop. So let's see how that sounds. Maybe I'll add a little bit of drive as well. So that'll give me that dry, crunchy rhythm sound, but as soon as I start playing again, it'll still open it up a little bit and add that nice shimmery reverb. So in between the knobs we have a little toggle selector, and that basically lets you determine between two different pre-delays. So pre-delay is basically how long it takes before the reverb starts washing in. And it basically is the way to simulate how big the room is. So a very small room, you'll have a short pre-delay. In a larger room, you'll have a longer pre-delay because it takes longer before the sound hits the wall and bounces back to you again. And of course, all of these are tuned to match the type that you're playing. And last but not least, we have the TonePrint down at the bottom here. And what is a TonePrint? Well, basically, TonePrint is a way to change everything about how the pedal sounds. And what we've done is that we've asked some of the greatest players in the world to make their dream reverb pedal. Best reverb pedal that they could come up for them specifically. And we've given them access to every single parameter, and there's a lot, over 100 parameters to tweak in there. And we've given them access to all of these different sounds, and they can tweak the pedal exactly the way they like it to be. And what we've done then is that you can download those settings, TonePrints as we call them, from our website and load them into the pedal. And it changes, as I said before, everything about how the pedal sounds, but also how the pedal reacts. So it's basically like getting a whole new pedal or a signature pedal for that artist. So it's not just a snapshot of one sound, it's a whole new pedal really. And all the TonePrints are free, and you can download from the TC website, and you can download them as many times as you want to. So make sure to check out the TonePrint video as well.